Yes, the opposition parties have petitioned the Speaker to hold a special council meeting in order to bring a vote of no confidence against DA Mayor Athol Trollip. Now, there is a bit of contestation around what day this special meeting is going to be held. The opposition have asked that the meeting is held on Wednesday, while the Speaker has said that the meeting will be held at the General Council on Thursday. I am now joined by the UDM leader, Mongameli Bobani. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. There's been a lot of this motion of no confidence against Mr. Trollip before. Do you have the numbers this time? Are you sure that you're going to be able to bring this vote this time?
Oh yes, we got the numbers. We are 61 councillors out of 120 councillors in the Nelson Mandela Metro, and therefore all the parties that have petitioned the Speaker, they compose of 61 councillors. So we got 61 councillors. We are ready to move.
Now, there's been meetings held behind the scenes. There was a meeting held last night. There's been meetings held during the week. We know that there's been a bit of a problem between the PA and the EFF. Do you think this is going to cause any trouble with going forward for this motion of no confidence? Or do you, because you know the PA has swapped sides in the past, do you believe that they're going to stick by you this time?
Look, no, there's no problem. To us, all of us as leaders of the parties here in Nelson Mandela Metro, it's not about positions. It's about the people of the Nelson Mandela Metro. They are sick and tired of the DA. They are sick and tired of the corruption under the DA. Unemployment is very, very high. And the problem between the PA and the EFF, it's not going to affect, in fact, this particular motion. Fortunately, President of the PA, Mr. Mackenzie, did actually respond to the EFF, and he put it clearly that it's not about, he put the interest of the Nelson Mandela Bay people at heart, and therefore clearly it's not about positions, it's about the people of the Nelson Mandela Metro. So we are going there not to fight about positions. We are going there to ensure that what our people want, they want the DA out, they want jobs, they are sick and tired of corruption, and this is what is making all of us united. We are united in ensuring that the DA come Wednesday or Thursday, the DA is coming out.
Now, you've asked for the special council meeting to be held on Wednesday. Why Wednesday when they've already agreed to Thursday being the day that the motion will be heard?
Look, we have used Section 29 of the Structures Act. In terms of Section 29 of the Structures Act, when the majority of the councillors petition the Speaker must call that council meeting. The Act is clear. The Speaker must call that council meeting because of the majority of the councillors. But you know, you are having a Speaker here that is actually controlled by the DA, whom they don't actually regard the law. They disregard the law when it comes on their side. But you know what? We want that motion to be debated. He responded today to us by saying that he doesn't allow for that meeting to take place on Wednesday. He wants that meeting to take place on Thursday. To us, it's none either there. We are going there. Wednesday or Thursday, we are going there. We're not going to fight about the days. If he said to us Thursday, we go there on Thursday, we want to remove them. So it's not about days to us. We want that motion to be debated. We want to remove them. Because of the people of Nelson Mandela Metro, they want them out. So we'll go there on Thursday and remove them.
What is the new coalition government going to look like? Who's going to hold what positions?
No, it's not about positions. I'm repeating again, it's not about positions. It's about the people of the Nelson Mandela Metro. Let's wait for Thursday. Let's see who's going to be the mayor, who's going to be the deputy mayor. But right now, what unites us is about the people of Nelson Mandela Metro. We are united in that one. Whoever is a mayor, in fact, whoever is a deputy mayor, whoever is leading any portfolio, that particular person is going to do everything in accordance with the coalition. It should be an agreement. A mayor is going to be a mouthpiece of the coalition parties. So this is what coalition is about. It's not about an authoritarian ruler who just do things the way he wants. So whoever is leading any portfolio or the mayor, that person is going to be the mouthpiece of the coalition parties.
But you say it's not about positions, but there does seem to be a problem between the EFF and the PA. The PA wants the mayoral position. The EFF is not going to side with them. They're not going to allow them to take the mayoral position. Are you worried that Marlon Daniels, the PA councillor, might swap sides? He has done it in the past. Do you trust that he will support you this time?
No, we are not actually worried because right now all the party leaders, they managed to come together. Mr. Patrick Mackenzie of the Patriotic Alliance, and also UDM leader Bandu Olomisa, and also EFF Gadri Godi, and United Front, all these leaders of the parties, for the first time they come together. They supported us on our initiative. So right now everything is binding amongst all the parties. Fortunately, Mr. Mackenzie did respond, and Mr. Mackenzie did say that it's not about positions. He even withdrew Councillor Marlon Daniels from the position of mayor-elect. He said, he put it clearly that it's about ensuring that the residents of the metro, he's more worried about the residents of the metro. So all of us that are here are worried about the residents of the metro, not about positions. I repeat again, anyone who's the mayor, deputy mayor, or any portfolio chairperson, that particular person is going to be a mouthpiece of all the parties that are in the coalition. The most important thing is to put the interest in the heart of our citizens, and our citizens are really tired under the DA.
You have had a rather contentious relationship with Mayor Trollip for quite a while. What is it that Mayor Trollip has done that the opposition believes that he needs to be ousted?
Corruption, authoritarian ruler. He doesn't even, you can't even see that man to our citizens. All that he's doing, it's just about him, nothing else. You need a mayor that is going to be the mouthpiece of the people. You need a mayor that is going to be available to the people. You need a mayor that is going to not only fighting corruption, ensure that all those that are corrupt are brought to book. So you need the mayor of the people. So this is what we want. This is what the people of the Nelson Mandela Metro want. They want a mayor that is going to be visible, a mayor that is going to be available to them at all times. At some point of time, 16 cars were burnt here. The people call Trollip, he never even put his foot to those 16 cars that were burnt. What kind of a mayor is that? All that is good at is to call you and talk a lot of things that are not true. So we need the people's mayor. This is what the people of Nelson Mandela Metro want. So we are looking at that particular person who's going to be the mouthpiece of all our residents. And when the residents want, he must be there.
What is the first thing that you will be looking at to fix in service delivery in the city? What's the first thing that you want to look at and concentrate on?
Well, jobs is number one. I can tell you right now, the unemployment rate is very, very high here. Our people, they want jobs. We are not going to look at anything. We want to decrease the number of unemployment. We want our people to have jobs. Number two, we would like a resident that is living in the shack, that doesn't have the toilet, that doesn't have the water, that doesn't have the electricity. That resident, we must ensure that he's having the toilet, he's having the water, he's having the electricity. That resident that is living in a cement house, he or she must pay the services that he is actually using. We must not wait for them to come to us. We must not wait for the toy. We as public reps, we must go to them. Let's find out what is the problem, how can we help them. We must go to the residents and not wait for them to come to us. So this is what this coalition government is going to do. Everything is going to be open. Everything is going to be transparent. Even the business people, when it comes to tenders, they are crying. We'll make sure that we sit with all the stakeholders. Openness and transparency will be the order of our day.
Do you think that so many opposition parties working together in a coalition with so many different ideologies are going to be able to work together? Do you think you will be able to have a stable government in Nelson Mandela Bay?
Oh yes, we can. I mean, like for instance, even right now, we managed to sit all of us together and we said, gentlemen, let's put all our personal interests aside. Let's now look what our residents want. Because they came to us, we represent them. They said to us, no, we are not happy with this particular government under the DA. We want you as our public rep, we want you to take over. So we decided to put all our personal interests aside and come together. That's the reason why we are removing Trollip. Look, the UDM is having 2 seats, the ANC is having 50 seats, EFF is having 6 seats, and AIC and whatever, they're having 111. So combined together, we make 61. That's what makes us to come together. And therefore, it's going to make it easy for us to even run the city. Because why? We are going to put aside our personal interests. We're going to put the interests of our citizens. They are the ones that makes us to be here. We must ensure that we deliver the services to them.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. I really appreciate that. That was UDM leader Mongameli Bobani speaking to us from the City Hall. He says we must look towards Thursday. He says this time the opposition has the numbers. They have 61 signatures already. They've petitioned the Speaker, and he says that come Thursday there'll be a new mayor.